My earliest memories, even when I was a little boy, I remember guests and relatives come home and say that it's sad that Vimla doesn't have a daughter because they felt that it was such a lost opportunity. If there were a daughter, she could have worn all those lovely clothes that she would be making. When she was just 10, 11, 12 years old, probably the age of my daughter, what my elder daughter is today, she was actually cutting her own clothes and stitching her own clothes. And we even have a few pictures of the school uniforms she did, etc. By the time she was a teenager, by the time she was 20, before she got married, it was well known in the family that she had a great design sense, and also that she could make great clothes. So she was like the designer and the dressmaker for the whole family. And then after she got married is when I think in the late 80s she first ventured to doing something commercially. So which is when in Cochin my mom and a friend of hers called Ramani Aunty opened a store in Panampally Nagar. At that time it used to be called Ideal Cholis. And that's when I think she got the first experience of working at this commercially. That's when she moved out to a small place and then to a bigger, quite a huge place. So the stuff just kept growing. Stitching for a lot of the film celebrities. She was stitching for a lot of the politicians' wives and all that.
It was after my second daughter was born that I started helping Amma seriously out. She was wanting to move from customized tailoring into ready-made garments. When I started getting into it, I realized one of the first things that we didn't have was any standard sizing for Indian women. And there's been no study that maps Indian women size, and you just use the UK and the West sizes, which are clearly not okay for us. And I realized that she'd already done it. In her own way, she had already done it. She had measured probably over 5,000, 6,000 women in her work as a seamstress. And so she had categorized them into little groups, and the sizing was already ready. She had in her mind an idea of what an average Indian woman's proportion is like. And I think that's one thing that's really worked very well for us seamstress, that is, because there's this very solid foundation that was laid. Her work, this work that she has been doing for the last 30 years or so, has laid this very strong foundation for us to be able to get into seamstress, make a success of it, and now the Kaitari project also. Kaitari means handloom. Kai, hand, and Tari is loom. We worked with Bandhani, we worked with Sanganeri block prints, we worked with Kutch. These are all the block printing capitals. Bhuj, Jaipur, hand embroidery, Orissa, Ikat, Andhra, Ikat. At some point we realized that we've actually never worked with Kerala fabric at all. We've always assumed that it's just that white and gold, and we had actually not even considered it. So we went to a weaving establishment that was close by, and we went and met with them, and we figured out that there's first off itself that there was far more to it than just this white and gold that we've come away with. And then from then on I started visiting weaving establishments in Kannur, in Chennamangalam, and realized that there are a lot of weaving techniques that are not so much in vogue now. There are only one odd person in one weaving establishment that even knows how to do those things. Someone who spots talent and can nurture it. And I think that comes from being very secure in your own self and very confident about your own achievements.
It's about the work you do, it's about what passion you have, it's about how important it is, it's about how many lives you're touching with the work you're doing.
That's the way she treats all the people around her also, like when we have cutters and our tailors. They're all treated as important people. They're not workers in your factory. They're all artists, artisans, and they're all taught to value their work as much. When there's an outfit that comes out very well, the cutter and the tailor is immediately told that it's come out beautifully well, and the merits of it is discussed. Here is the detailing that we did that was so difficult to do, but see how nicely it's come out, and the customers are asked to speak to the cutter or the tailor, and everyone's happy all around, because appreciation is everything for an artist.